Go ahead to the next topic. So same formula using a different method. Okay, and this method is called using forces. So what is force? Let us draw the capillary. Capillary for only for illustration purpose. I am only showing it big, but it is not big. It is very thin. So this is a liquid surface, and the liquid will be like this. Okay, and so this will be a tangent. It's called FT, tangential force. Similarly, it is like this. Okay, so this angle is the theta with respect to the capillary. If this is theta, then it's a right angle triangle again. Okay, so this one will be FT cos theta. Okay, and so what, this one will be mass, weight of the liquid, Okay, so now what is FT? Your FT is the, what is FT? It's a force due to surface tension. FT is the force due to surface tension. And how it is given? It is equal to surface tension, that is T into the area, the circumference. Why? Because surface tension always talks about the length. Yes or no? Yes or no? What is the circumference? If this is the radius, then what is the circumference? 2 pi r. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then your FT will be 2 pi r. Okay. Now, when we are talking, we have to equate the forces. Your FT cos theta, that means the vertical component of the FT should be equal to the weight of the liquid. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So can I say T into 2 pi r cos theta is equal to mg?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Rishabh, Harsh, Tarang, Swaroop. And volume of the liquid, if you ignore this part, the volume of the liquid, we can say inside a capillary, it is like a cylinder. Yes or no? Just ignore this part. If you ignore this part, we can say it is like a cylinder. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Ignore the meniscus. Don't think that ignore this small part. It is almost like a cylinder. Yes or no? Whose volume we can say is the height of the liquid. We can say pi r square h. Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
And you know the density is nothing but mass per volume. So can I say your mass equal to rho into volume, which is equal to rho into pi r square h. M
Yes,
equal
sir.
to rho into pi r square h. So can I substitute here, instead of m, T 2 pi r t cos theta equal to rho into pi r square h. Any problem? Any problem?
Sir, can you repeat it again, sir?
M rho density equal to mass per unit volume. So your mass equal to density into volume. Volume I know pi r square h. So I just substitute instead of volume pi r square h. So mass equal to density into volume. So here
Yes, sir.
I have mass. Instead of this, I put this one expression here.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any doubts till now? Any doubts?
No,
So
sir.
what we will do? We will keep
No,
x
sir.
side. We will take everything down. So 2 pi RT cos theta divided by rho into pi r square. Oh, G also is there. Huh? Don't forget G is there. G equal to H. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what we will do? So see what is getting cut. One R got cut. So we got 2 pi T cos theta divided by rho into pi into R into G. Yes or no?
Sir, you should also cancel
Yeah,
pi.
yeah. Gone. That's it. Did you understand what is left for now? Did you understand what we are left? We are left
Yes,
with
sir.
2t cos theta into rho rg, and this is what the expression we got, no, in the first this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? And if I want to find out the tension, then what will be your T? Take everything that side. Your T will become what? H rho R G divided by 2 cos
2
theta.
cos theta.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
All of you clear? Swarup, Harsh, Rishabh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
very important. Exam point of view, very important. Okay, clear? So we will end the class today with, we will start finally with the new topic that is called hydrodynamics. So this chapter can be segregated in 3 parts. One is liquids at rest, surface tension, and finally is liquids in motion. Okay, liquids in motion. So which is called hydrodynamics. So what is hydrodynamics? The branch of physics, you can write down the definition. The branch of physics which deals with the study of, which deals with the study of fluids in motion is called hydrodynamics. Hydro means water, dynamics means is moving, something in motion. Okay, the branch of physics which deals with the study of fluids in motion called hydrodynamics. So if you take example, where can we see the water flowing? Normally no water is rest. Very, you can say that ideally there are no liquid which is at rest. Whenever we say fluid, if you take a lake is something which is at rest. We can say it is a rest, or ponds. Why? Because there is nowhere water can flow. Yes or no? But it is never at rest. It's always disturbing. Some or other thing happens. Liquids are always, but something. So ideally, for in ideal and in the normal scenario, real scenario, no liquids is in rest. But we can't say this is an example. Rather, we will say the best example to be water flowing from the tap. So if you are having a tap, immediately you are switching on the tap. What will happen? The water from the overhead tank will gush immediately and will start flowing down. Yes or no? So immediately the water which is supposed to be at rest immediately starts flowing down in the taps. Yes or no? Yes or no? So this is a perfect example of a liquids in motion. Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
And what else? What else can I say? Where all? You can say for petrol bunk, in the petrol bunk, when you are filling up petrol, that also is a good example of liquids in motion. Yes or no? Even rivers also are a perfect example of motion. Canals, rivers, streams, rivulets. All these are examples of liquids in motion. Yes or no? Yes or no? Huh?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so in the next class, we will study more on this. What about turbulent flow, streamline flow, flow line, flow tube, laminar, everything we're going to study in the next class. And next class, we'll study about critical velocity, Reynolds number, which is very, very example, coefficient of viscosity. Uh, we have, it's a very big chapter, very, very big chapter. Maybe another 2 class we should be able to finish. Next class is on Thursday, 8 p.m. Okay,
Okay,
I'll
sir.
Chalo, take care. Bye.
Bye, sir.